This video is for you if you are based in the US, UK, Canada, Germany, or any other developed country and you want to start a pig farm back home in your country, in Africa. I just want to share some realities with you to expect before you come here, because many have entered, they have gone back after losing everything. I don't want that to happen to you once you are on this channel. First is that I'm going to use US alone because US farmers are those I've got in touch with some of them. And the thing is, USA, the system is well structured. There are big companies that go to farms to buy pigs from them. You see a truck carrying over hundreds of pigs, conveying them directly to the factory to process them. So even with that, a single farmer is not even able to supply. So they form cooperatives or associations. So they all assemble their animals and the truck comes to convey them like that to the processing center, and then they do the processing for them. Also in that place, the market is well structured such that you can't just pay the farmer any amount. There's a range, like a benchmark. If they are selling maybe an animal for $5 per kilo of live weight, there's no way you come down. But a farmer can get maybe above that, but it shouldn't come down. That is the system US they have over there. And also, unlike in Africa here, or let me say Ghana, for the US, if your pigs are ready for the market and you are not getting the buyers, in the US what they do is they take it to the processing center again, they slaughter, package it into sausages, bacon and other products that can be stored for a long time without feeding the animal. But what happens in Africa is that if you are not able to sell your animal, you have to keep it on your own farm again. Keep feeding the animal. Pigs, once they reach the market weight and you don't sell, you are going to run at a loss if you want to feed them extra. So US, they help the farmers by slaughtering and packaging it into end products, sausages, bacon, so that it will help save their feeding costs. And with that, even the demand is always there because now the meat has been packaged such that it's always fresh. People can go to the malls, the restaurants, anywhere they want to get this product, they go to buy them. I know people who saw this happening in the US with a single farmer sending about 100 pigs every month to a processing facility, and they thought it was a very lucrative thing that if they come and implement it back home in their country, they're going to be the richest. So they jump in. Others even sold their cars, ran here to invest the money. But the thing is, the reality set in. There was no market for them. The pigs were ready. Imagine a farmer starting with 20 pigs. He bred them, they go to the size. He came prepared. So he bought expensive feed and made sure that the animals were growing well. They go to the size they wanted, but no buyers to take these animals. That is the reality number one. So for you to even start this big, what I will always tell you is that even if you want to start this business, don't expand when your market is not well secured. But I wouldn't say don't start when you don't have a market. You can start without market, but don't expand without stable market. That might be the worst mistake you have ever made in your life in this pig farming business. The market is very important. I know people who plead with me to get them buyers. Sometimes it's a pity some of them. How many do you have? Oh, I have currently there are 80. I have 120. I just look at serious. So please, if you just want to come here, look into this. Okay? Unlike the US, like I said, where the system is well structured and everything is working. Africa here, we are on our own. Our people are not really interested in agriculture like that. And something that even pains me most is that most of these politicians and the policymakers, and you're talking about the issue of unemployment, they will say, oh, agriculture is the way to go, to get into agriculture, do this. And you know what, they'll get into agriculture, right, and they leave you there, they abandon you to be on your own. You have taken the person there, somebody who was maybe unemployed, you managed to convince the person to go into agriculture, no farm input, cost of feed for the animals is going up. So for me, I would say for agriculture currently in our system, if you don't have the money, you'll be poorer. You'll be poorer than you even entered, because you're going to keep investing. Even what you used to buy food, you invest into it to a stage that you can't sustain it anymore and you give up. But that is not the system in other countries or where you have seen it and you want to start yours here. Take your time, Call people who are back home here. Let them take you through what it is actually in Ghana or your home country before you come to invest heavily into it. For the lack of market, farmers are willing to accept even 20 Ghana cedis per kilo of live weight. 20 Ghana cedis per kilo, when the standard one is about 30 to 33. Farmers are willing to accept 20 Ghana cedis. That is the lack of market. And imagine you having 100 of these pigs and you are selling 20 and losing 12 kilograms worth of live weight from each pig. You can see how much you are losing. And this all go into your cost and you end up not even breaking even in your business, right? So it is always important that you start small and then you expand. Once your market is growing, your demand is coming, you are able to also pay yourself well, you are being able to feed animals well, things are moving in order for you. That is where now you think of expanding. But for me to end this video, I would like to ask, do you think African pig farmers will ever get support like those in the developed countries get? Like the USA, the Canada and the UK farmers, the support they get? Or our struggle is going to be permanent? Anyway, if you are serious about pig farming, you can check out my ebook